I can't necessarily speak for other BIPOC people in different like ethnic groups, but I can speak about like my experience in the Black community. Like um, like disability is and mental health is still like, even though there are more conversations being had and more people are more open talking about mental health and self-care, and starting to be open to talk about disability justice, but it's still, disability is still a taboo topic in the Black community. And and I just want to go back to what I've been learning, especially like to like the period of when like my ancestors was enslaved. And I don't think it have been like noted, because I know on June 19, 1865 is like the anniversary and the celebration of the freedom of my enslaved ancestors from slavery. But it isn't like known or documented to the mass population in the Black community that a lot of Black people with like physical disabilities and other like learning disabilities or neurodivergence was still held in captivity. They wasn't free from slavery in 1865. And I'm not sure if I have the correct date, but from some things I was reading, that slavery, Black people with disabilities was still enslaved all the way up to 1960s. And we can still talk about how like Black people, like the institution of slavery is still active, with like we have like the mass incarceration in the prison system. So like when we really think about how slavery really ended, not. And another thing, and why I think about for like Black people with disability, why like working in the arts and the entertainment industry is like so big, because like during that times like after like my ancestors was free from slavery in 1865, um a lot of like Black people with like disability, or who was who had like other like challenges, was placed in like freak shows, or was like taken like advantage of. Because I'm just thinking about like the person blind Tom Wiggins. He was known as a piano prodigy back in like the 1800s. Um, um, but he didn't have total control of his life, because he lived with like a white family, and they was able to take advantage of him. Because I don't think, because like he performed at the White House. I'm not sure who the president was at this time, but this was in the 1800s, and he was traveling all over the world. and and to think about, like, I don't think he was able to see any of the money or the accolades of his work, and the white people who kind of like own him at this time um, reap the benefits of his gifts and talents. And I can't think of the names, but like there are like a lot of other stories of how Black people who had disability was placed in like freak shows in a circus that benefit the entertainment purpose of white people. I know there was two like twins. I think they was albino. I'm not sure. I don't know their name, but the story. And another good example was like Sarah Bartman. I'm not sure if she had a disability, but like she was taken from South Africa and was placed in like freak shows in Europe and was taken advantage of, and after they was done with her, she had no money left, and she was only left to prostitute herself, and she died, like if I'm right, she died at the early age of 27. And this is just a fact of how like the society and white people take advantage of black people with disabilities.